show you how to tie these back ties, and there's two sets of ties. Mainly when tying them, it's important to make sure that they're just really flat and not like a lot of twisting on there, that I just kind of like try to pull them out and make sure that they're really straight and flat. And then basically it's really simple. It's just like a square knot here on this upper pair of ties, and then I just kind of pull each side to make sure that it's really taut. So I'll just pull like each edge of the tie to make sure that it's taut against the body. And so that's one square knot, and then just another square knot here. And you could have it just come down like that, or if you want to, you could kind of hide the knot a little bit more by pushing it through and pulling it in the back. So there it is, tied up the top one. And then for the bottom one, it depends if you want to show more color or not. And I would do the same thing, just kind of like making sure that the whole tie is really taut in the front. So just kind of pulling it out and making sure that it's flat. And then you could either just tie it like I did for the top one in a square knot, making sure that it's flat. So that would be just launching right into tying it here, which is really pretty straightforward, just a square knot, and then you would do another square knot. Or if you want to have more color coming around in the front, and I think this was kind of how you sketched it out. So you could bring, just making sure that this is all really flat and tight, you could bring that color around to the front, either on one side or on both sides. It's kind of up to you. And then you could tie it in the back. And then just kind of draping that over. So there the ties are all tied up. And then another thing I wanted to mention, because you were saying maybe you would want more support in the bust, is that you could even, for the top set of ties, so I'm gonna untie it, and then if you wanted more support through the straps or wanted the straps a little bit shorter, you could even thread like this side, the opposite side of tie, through the strap. So you would do that on each side. And then tighten it up, pulling each side of the tie again. And then you would tie it tight. So see how that's kind of cinching up the strap? So you would get like a lot more support in the bust that way, if you feel like you need it. And then you would also see a little bit more color on the tie that way, because the tie would be starting a little bit higher up on the knot. So I hope that helps.